Good evening, everyone. Welcome to a special episode of Goblin Shmoblin. Goose here, phoning in to let you know that I'm still sick. You ever see that meme of that little thing, and it's like, I sound like it. It's like, when will you learn that your actions have consequences? It's mainly my throat that's gone out, and I got the coughs and stuff. But anyway, that's why it's a special episode, because we're coming to you today from my bed, because I'm sitting here. I did go to work today, and I got out at 8:15-ish. So it's not like I haven't done anything today. I still had work, and I have work tomorrow. So let's see if we can make it to the weekend. Anyway, it's January the 20th. We're almost there, and that's why I wanted to do this, because I did not want to give up. I'm not giving up now. I'm a fighter. Also, happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And the prompt is for January 12th. Oh, man. It looks like we've got another prompt that's going to give us a problem, because it says, Day 20, collecting rocks or coins. These prompts, I'm starting to think that they started running out of ideas towards the end, because it kind of reiterates a lot of the stuff we've already kind of explored. And I guess I was expecting more exploration, but maybe that's what these prompts are really trying to get us. It's like, do you really want this? Are you really into this? It's like it's a real test to our will, our goblin will. Definitely, right off the bat, I'm gonna say rocks. I would definitely collect rocks over coins. And it has nothing to do with the shiny factor. It has to do with the character. A lot of coins, if you see them, the only coin I pick up if I see it is either a penny because of the luck, or a quarter because snacks. I'm not too interested in picking up coins because it's money, and I'm not that interested in money, to be honest. Money's nice to have, it works in society, but I'm just not that interested in it. So rocks are definitely the way to go. Yeah, rocks are totally the way to go. And rocks rock. I mean, yeah. I know I have a rock collection, but unfortunately it's not with me. I believe it's at my parents' house. Maybe we could do like a Skype call, and I can ask my sister to just help me out with this one. That would be cool. I have here my lovely sister helping us on today's episode, because I'm sick and I don't want to go outside in the dark. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Kaylee. I'm Dylan's younger sister.
That's family right there. All right. So today she's going to be helping me unbox the box that I was just talking about a second ago. Whenever you're ready to go ahead and pull out the first one. There we go. This is like a magic trick.
The first rock is a little bit strange.
Okay, so let's take a look at this first rock, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that's not a rock. We got ourselves a nice Christmas ornament from the 80s, early 90s. It looks like a disco ball. From what I can tell, even though the quality is very glitchy. Yeah, that's the first rock that we collect. You know what, though? It is shiny. And that's kind of what our thing has been. So, not gonna lie, it's not like it's wrong. And none of these things are wrong. But yeah, so we got a nice, shiny Christmas ornament that looks like a disco ball. Why did I save that? I feel like I remember I used to have that hanging from my ceiling fan, so that it was like a fake disco ball, but it wasn't a real one. You know what I mean?
I had a real.
You had a real one?
For a while. Yeah.
Did you
I don't know where
really?
it is anymore, but it was hanging. Yeah.
Oh. Well, you were cooler than me. She's got a heart. What's that?
It comes in a little box.
I knew it. So this, okay, a box within a box. You know it's gonna be good if it's a box within a box. This rock in
Right.
particular, I know it's in this box. But my mother's heart. Aww. Let's see. Let's get a nice. Oh, oh God. Bring it back a little bit because you
It's
can't
a-
really see it. So I know you can't. It looks like a red jelly bean, but it's a heart. It's a little glass rock heart. There it is. Yeah, my mom gave both of us one, right? She gave me one and you one. In these little red boxes for us to keep so that we were always close to our mom. Alright, what else we got in the box? It looks like a black,
I got an
smooth
idea.
stone.
It's blue. I got an idea. Yeah.
Oh, she's got an idea. Let's see. Whoa, whoa! It kind of looks like if you had a bar of soap and then it just shriveled up in the shower and then all that was left was just that little smooth chunk of it and you were like, I don't want to use that.
Yeah, it's a little piece that you slap against your undertip.
Yeah, that part. You just throw it in there and once it hits, it just disappears and you're like, oh. I don't have any stories about that one. I don't remember that rock, but now it's a bar of soap, so there you go. Oh, can you turn that sideways? I think I remember what that is. There you go. It's like a piece of glass. I don't know if it's a rock. It looks like it's like a thin chip-like thing, but it looks like if Saturn was painted on a piece of glass. Did I say that right? Saturn? No, Jupiter. It looks like if Jupiter was painted on a piece of glass and then you just chipped it off because it came out really bad and you threw it on the floor and it broke and you had this chip of it left. And that's what that is. And it looks like bark, if bark was see-through. I don't know if that's a rock, to be honest, but it's in the rock box that I was collecting, so yeah, well, that passes. Starting the bidding at $50. I don't have a story for that one either.
It feels almost like an arrowhead.
Really?
The feel of it has that kind of smoothness, like an arrowhead, that kind of shine.
Well, I don't know if
But
we've got
it
any...
looks like a piece of chocolate.
Oh, a piece of chocolate. There you go.
Mm.
Very high in rock. It's organic. Oh, look at that. All right, everybody, check that out. This is cool. It's in a giant cube of fool's gold. What is the correct term for that? Pyrite? Is that correct? Anyway, it's a giant cube of fool's gold, and it looks really cool. That one I think we got also on our trip to or through Arizona to California when we were kids, I think.
Almost like a battery, like one of those big batteries.
That's a good descriptor right there. What is it? It looks...
There's a hole in it, but it's got a hole on the other side too.
It kind of looks like a bird skull, right? Or something, like a little...
Yeah.
Because it's got this hole that goes through it, like you could thread, like through it, like a necklace. That's a cool rock. You have rocks. Wait a minute, how many rocks do you have?
A lot.
That's
I could
about
do a
it.
few. I could do a few.
Okay, so everybody, we got a special addition to today's episode. My sister is going to pick a couple rocks that are her favorite from her collection. Because she's also a goblin. Because, I mean, if you collect rocks, you're probably a goblin.
So the box.
Okay, well, let's see the box. Okay, alright. You don't need to show off like that and be like, check out my boss. It's way more legit than your little crappy little collection. You didn't have a childhood because look at how many rocks you collected, like 6? Nah, I got this whole freaking case.
No. Ever since I was a kid, that's my hobby. I collect rocks everywhere I go.
Oh.
Because they remind me of special places and special things I did. Even if the day wasn't like significant or unique in any way, it reminded me that I was alive and I was somewhere. So I think that's a good memory to have.
You should be doing this series then instead of me. Your life is probably way more interesting. Gosh, that's a pretty story too. I didn't know that you did that.
Yeah, I've been doing it for years.
Bad brother. Damn.
I'll only do 4.
Okay, 4 it is.
It's kind of like some of them I can't remember where I got them from, but knowing that I picked one up and I kept it with me reminds me that I was somewhere at some place in time. My first rock is this one.
Oh, it looks like a heart.
Yeah.
What's the story behind that rock?
So this rock I've had since I was in middle school. It was, I think, one day when I was waiting for mom after school. I think it might have been maybe after cross country, but there was all the caliche that was on the side of the field next to the road, and I saw this rock, and I said, it looks like a heart, and I picked it up, and I have it ever since.
Aww.
This one I think you'll recognize.
Okay. Oh, so your rock was the turtle rock. See, mine was this one, and I just talked about it yesterday. You remember that?
Butterfly.
Butterfly.
Yes.
Tell us the story behind your rock.
These ones I think we picked up. Was it in Arizona too, or was it somewhere else?
That one, those were totally
Yeah.
Arizona.
We went into a store, and these rocks were considered like spirit rocks. So they were supposed to like reflect your soul or your personality or something. Mm-hmm. And Mama had no influence whatsoever on our choices. She just kind of let us go in, and she said, whatever you gravitate to.
As a true spiritual, yes.
This is something I gravitated to, and the actual meaning for the turtle is someone who is peaceful, but who is extremely creative and imaginative.
Aww.
This
Next
is my
rock.
third rock.
Third rock.
It's not really a rock, it's a piece of brick.
Oh, well, I'll consider that as rock. It's kind of a stone. Why do you have a piece of brick?
This one I picked up. It's kind of funny how life kind of hands you lemons. I went to Kingsville, and Kingsville didn't have like caliche or a lot of grass. They used a lot of rocks as barriers for the grass and the flowers. And I was having a tough time up in Kingsville. And it was funny because I was looking for something to remind me of good, and I was like, I'm gonna pick a really pretty rock. And I bent down and I grabbed a piece of brick. I think when my hand just went down, and kind of like the claw machine, it already closed, and I picked it up and I was like,
and you're like, hell yeah, this is a nice rock. Oh.
And I never put a rock down.
Oh.
Never.
Well, that's
so once
cool.
I've chosen it, I take it away.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good story too.
My last rock is a little bit more sentimental.
Oh.
So when I first was moving away to Kingsville, my boyfriend knew that I collected rocks and that they had special meaning for me. So he was not a rock collector, but he wanted to try it, and he went out one day and he picked me a rock.
So this rock was gifted to you?
Yes.
Oh.
I usually don't get rocks as gifts. This was my first gift rock. To show you a little bit more personality, it's broken.
Oh. So it's got a chip there on the side. Oh, look, and you have a piece for it. That's cool. So did he give it to you like that, or did it break and then...
Something significant. He gave it to me, and he told me this rock, just like the rocks that you collect are your heart, this rock is my heart. And I give it to you.
Oh.
And so he said, I want you to take care of this rock like you take care of the rest of your rocks. It's like, I will take care of the rock. And one day I picked it up, and my hand slipped and it broke.
Oh no.
And I was absolutely devastated.
Oh no.
And so right after I broke it, I called him, and I was like crying. And I'm so sorry. I broke the rock. And he was like, it's okay, it's a rock. You don't understand.
Aww.
And so I kept the piece because, even though I've chipped the piece, I've never lost it. I've never given it away.
Yeah, right.
always stays with the rock. So I take care of my rocks. I wanted to kind of display
Yeah.
life's many
Yeah.
challenges, you know.
Right.
Sometimes you get a chip. That doesn't mean you're altogether broken.
Oh, look at that. Wisdom from the rocks, everybody. And my sister, actually. A true goblin.
So those are my rocks.
Aw. Well, that was very lovely. I'd like to thank, first and foremost, my sister for joining us in today's episode. Do you have any words for the people before I go ahead and sign off?
No, I've got wisdom. I'm younger than Dylan.
She's got it
And
together and she's rubbing it in.
No, it's not that. I think what it is what I want to convey is that I find my wisdom from small everyday things, like rocks, and I think that it's a good thing to do that yourself. Don't try to find wisdom from some massive idea, you know. It's interesting to find it from small everyday things that are usually passed over by people, but to you, you know, your life challenges or help you, you know, discover something new about yourself.
There you go. That's a true goblin. Spoken like a true goblin right there. Well, thank you for those kind words. And thank you, people, for watching us uncover the truth behind the rocks, because, as we all know, the rocks, they come alive. So, we'll see you all tomorrow for another episode. If I'm still sick, I'm sorry. Bye. Good night, I should say. Good night.